Well, good morning, everyone. And I must say, namaste for all our Indian viewers today, because I tell you what, this is a special day. You are guaranteed gold and silver in the Women's Championships, and you know that's a very special achievement. Saina versus PV Sindhu. And that's how they got there. PV Sindhu accounted for Michelle Live or Michelle Lee, should I say, very easily. It was a much harder job against Kirsty Gilmore of Scotland for Saina Nehwal. In terms of the head-to-heads, depending on who you talk to, it is 2-1 in the BWS, but 3-1 if you include the seniors tournament recently in India in favour of Saina Nehwal. For many years, in fact, they struggled to even find time to play against each other. But the Premier Badminton League obviously has been an opportunity to do that. The captain of the Warriors there, Saina Nehwal, she's had huge success in the Premier Badminton League. And in fact, everyone throughout India is acclaiming what a wonderful event it is. Hosted, organised the television by Star TV, and it has been an extraordinarily successful campaign. Saina Nehwal, well, she has been #1 in the world and has been the champion of this tournament as well in the past. Republic of South Africa, she beat Canada, she beat Kirsty Gilmore. It was much tighter in the semi-finals, 2-1. And obviously Jessica Lee from the Isle of Man, that's an unfortunate retirement. But it's still been quite a tight battle. PV Sindhu didn't actually become involved in the mixed team championships, although India did win the gold medal for that. She had a little bit of a twisted ankle apparently, and then in the individual event she went on to beat Fiji, Australia, Brittany Tam of Canada and Michelle Lee of Canada. And although Michelle Lee was apparently a little bit injured as well, she had no problem with her. The big thing is, big question mark is, will we get PV Sindhu huge smashes dictating the angles of Saina? We've got our officials for this one. Kelly Hoare there in the service judge chair, and of course we know that all of them have a wonderful time, and it's great to see the youngsters here. India definitely are on the rise. They have made enormous progress in the last 10 years, 10-15 years, and Saina was the one that broke the domination of the Chinese in the first place. I'm delighted to say I've got with me Peter Blackburn, who has many bronze medals to his name, representing Australia, and I have to say it's been an enormous pleasure with you over the last 11 days, Peter. I've had great fun. I hope you have too.
We certainly have, John, and it's been a wonderful event, both in the team and individuals, and this women's singles matchup. Two of the superstars from India, two of the best players in the world. It'll be a fabulous encounter. Everyone wants to see this one. They also, of course, want to see Srikanth and Chong Wei from Malaysia after. But India, normal circumstances wouldn't have a great deal of attraction to the rest of the world, but because they are such keen rivals now, and because we've got a Olympic silver medalist here, losing out to Caroline Meren in Rio, PV Sindhu, we've got the gold medalist from 2010 here in the Commonwealth Games. So Saina Nehwal will start the service. Here we go. It's a great first rally in favour of Nehwal, who did a beautiful piece of network there, but that backhand has come long on the drift from top to bottom on your screen, and it's certainly an issue, Peter. That drift has been consistently from top to bottom.
It certainly has, but it's something that the players are aware of because it has been there for the entirety of this event. So most of the large halls will have a drift or some wind in some respect, even if it's quite light, but it does impact on the shuttles. So they would be both very aware of that.
Now that is one of the big question marks, isn't it? Will PV Sindhu's heavy smash win the day? That was the perfect example.
Yeah,
1-all.
She's a very tall athlete, and she can generate a lot of speed off her racket and create great angles in the court, and that is one of Sindhu's strengths.
It's in. It's a lovely round the head response. Very flat shot, but early interception there from PV Sindhu. Lovely reading, and of course she's much taller than opponent and reached it beautifully. Okay, off the top of the tape, power play there from Saina, down through the middle for 2-all.
Yes, a fortunate shot there from Saina. It's hitting the tape and going over, and she acknowledges her luck. Apologises to Sindhu on that occasion.
They really have contrasting styles, but of course they all meet at the scoreboard. That's out of play. Again, good concentration there from Saina, testing at that. Some lovely little touches there. Great drop shot. Closed the racket head, forced the error, 3-2. And there's the big hit again. I tell you, it really is a question of power versus guile.
Yeah, just turning well around on her backhand there, getting the shorter lift. Nice aggressive play by Sindhu.
That's a little error there. She won't be happy with that because she's normally so precise at the net. I've got a feeling that is PV Sindhu's mum, to be quite honest, but not absolutely certain. I know that her mother does accompany her all around the world. And of course, since her Olympic silver medal, she has had incredible rewards. I just totted up just on the handbells alone. It was something like $1 million. You could have done with $1 million in your day, couldn't you?
I think anyone would, John. And this nice play at the front of the court by Newell, taking the shuttle early. She's always looking to take the opportunities around the net.
Saina pushing really hard. And that is fantastic play at the net. The cross court was beautiful. She had PV Sindhu in all kinds of trouble, chasing around, trying to keep that shot in play.
Yeah, superb touch there on the cross court. It's one of strengths, Saina Newell. Her control and her finesse around the front court. Lovely play.
She's dictating the rallies at the moment, lifting well, and actually a very measured. She's not rushing it. That's what I like to see. When Saina's not rushing, she has got a lot of time to play the shots, and that is really very impressive.
Yeah, pinpointing those back corners, which has been very effective, and also stepping forward with her centre base, moving up closer to the neck where she can direct the play. So well done, Saina Nehwal.
Oh, she was just in second thoughts about that, but it's that famous little drift.
It's a really good run of points here for Nehwal, opening up a very handy lead.
That is excellent work for 9-4. And again, everywhere PV Sindhu looks, it's Saina Nehwal that's got an answer. And I have to say, she is in sparkling form. She's moving like an ice skater around that court at the moment. Everywhere is smooth and easy and elegant. It is excellent start for Saina Nehwal.
Yeah, really well constructed point there by Nehwal. And as you were saying, John, she's in very good position to place the shuttles. So she's reading the play well and setting up her points for the attack.
Very interesting that PV Sindhu thinking of an excuse there to just break up the momentum, because this is the time when you need to get on the scoreboard. 5 points in a row for Saina Nehwal, and every single one of those rallies she's looked as if she's going to win them. That one's the short one, and there's a little bit of gamesmanship, you'd almost say, breaking up that time. And 5-9, PV can get that famous huge jump smash going right now.
Yeah, just dragging that shuttle down into the net. She still had that control around the front court.
It's left and well left. Well, that's 3 occasions that shuttle has crossed the bottom line of your screen. You'd have thought after 11 days of competition, they would have learnt what the situation is. No way. Well, you know, she was in two minds there. She thought she might have left it. At the time she decided to play it, it was out court. 6-10. Done it again. That's unbelievable. 4 points now out of the 11. We go to the break at 11-6. 4 of those points Sindhu has pushed long. It's a good start for Saina, though, isn't it? It must be really impressive what we see.
Yes, it certainly has been, and Saina has been taking the front court advantage and also dictating a lot of the play, getting Sindhu to lift the shuttle on a number of occasions and be on the defensive. And that's why a lot of those shuttles are drifting out the back, because she's lifting from the net or from the back of the court.
That's good thinking. That's a very logical reason why she's struggling at the moment. I really think that is Saina Nehwal's mum. Certainly surrounded by a lot of the Indian team as well. But right at this moment, she's struggling a bit. 5 points adrift. It's 11-6. Saina Nehwal, second half of the first game. That is fantastic play. She's drawn her in. She's pushed her back. She's absolutely controlling every rally. 12-6.
Yes, and again, Saina Nehwal right on the front foot here, looking to control the net, keep the shuttle low, and that lift from Sindhu. So she really is dictating the points.
She was ill, sick, injured in Glasgow, couldn't defend her title. But I tell you what, she's back with a vengeance right now. It's not done by any stretch. PV Sindhu is a really, really hardened competitor. I watched her against Caroline Mullen in Rio, and okay, she was defeated, but by golly, she played some great stuff. That is just on the line, I think.
Yeah, really nice play from Sindhu. That was her opportunity to step in and take it nice and early. To direct the play. Nice touch cross court.
That is fantastic, right in the corner. At last we've seen Sindhu's ability coming to the fore. It's taken a time and a while. At 9-12, Saina can take nothing for granted.
No, she used her height and reach there very well at the back of the court, bringing the shell down quite steeply to the front and taking it early to the net. Seeing to direct the play now when she has the opportunity to do.
Well, I mean, that was just a wild forehand again, trying to use strength. In fact, she would do better to probably concentrate on the placement rather than that huge power. But at 13-9, Saina was doing really well in this opening game, the gold medal match. That's absolutely excellent. That's exactly what Sue should have done at the other end earlier. But that's again, it's opening up, it's playing the rally in order to find the opportunity to kill.
Yeah, it's about being patient, looking for the shorter shuttle to take the opportunity and place into the open court. Well done, Saina Noel.
Absolutely the sign of a former #1 ranked player in the world. Saina back to her very, very brilliant best. 14-9. Super rally, and that is just wide. 10-14.
Yeah, it certainly was a fabulous rally. Both players using the corners of the court to really stretch their opponent. And that one just going wide of the line for Nawal.
If that had been in play, that would have been the death knell in this game for sure. PV Sindhu survived it. There's only 4 points the difference at the moment. She can still fight back. She's got a huge heart. That is a fantastic shot from the first, receiving of the service. Beautiful play. It wasn't even struck that hard. It was just placement was perfect. Great work. Half down the court. No chance for PV Sindhu to get close. You know she's resisting the temptation to drop. PV Sindhu is always coming in just a little bit, expecting those little drops and net shots. Saina is surprising her with a power flat play.
Yeah, she's certainly taking the initiative on a lot of the rally to attack when she has the opportunity. The smash you saw off the serve earlier, the point before, and then again just stepping forward and giving the pressure on her opponent. So she really is looking for every opportunity to keep the attack.
That's a lovely little drop on the backhand side. And PV Sindhu needs this run of points now to staunch the flow of blood, because it really is painful for her. At the moment, she's not able to counter the aggression of Saina. Oh, she's missed that one. Goodness, you need to have the accuracy and precision, and PV Sindhu has not shown us that. We've seen it many times in the past. But against a very keen adversary, I tell you, when there's a gold medal at stake, Saina Nehwal is absolutely dynamic and brilliant. 17-11. Great. Took it early. Lovely score backhand.
Yeah, nice play by Sindhu, and it's when she gets Saina to the back of the court, gets the shuttle behind her, and then she can start to control and dictate from front of the court with the deflections and the front court play. She just hasn't had a lot of opportunity to get Saina to the back of the court and get that shuttle past her.
That's
a nice smash.
That was right across the front of Saina. She thought it was going down the line. It was a lovely cross. Closed the racket head. Good pace, good power, good play.
That'll give Sindhu a lot of confidence too, to be able to use her attacking strokes a little bit more.
Right, this is a crucial couple of rallies right here. There's another big one. You don't expect it. I've seen it so many times where she spent the whole of the match just tentative and very, very elegant without the blood and gut. We're seeing very much more power and aggression from Saina today. 18-13. Oh, gee whiz. You can't appreciate really from the distance how good that was.
Yeah, it's a terrific smash by Sindhu. Again, turning Nehwal around on the backhand side and then taking the opportunity to attack straight down the line. Very effective play.
We had a wag earlier saying, come on England, when it was England versus England. We're going to get the same here, I'm sure. Come on, India. Fantastic work again. Beautiful cut cross court there.
Yeah, lovely choice of shot. Just taking the pace off the shuttle. Nice big cut. Bringing down into the forehand court. Nice shot selection by Nehwal.
Well, I read a lot of the Indian press, online press this morning, and they couldn't actually pick the winner here, although Saina's obviously got the edge in terms of head-to-heads. A lot were expecting PV to be too strong, too powerful, but it's not proven that way right now. It's 20 points to 14. Saina Nehwal has been in control from the start of this match. It's in, it's 15-20, but 5 chances here for Nehwal to nail the first game. Well, Hyderabad, hello to all our friends there. You must be glued to your TV sets because this is, I know it might be very, very early, but this is a cracking match. Game point, Saina. out. It's 16-20. The thing is, we've invested so well and you've got your returns, you've still got $4 to play with, so to speak. 16-20. PV cannot make us any mistakes. And she hasn't there. Saina's the one that's putting pressure on herself.
Yeah, the pressure started to build a little here.
17-20. You can hear the partisan crowd shouting as well. It's in. It's 18-20.
It's a fabulous run of points by Sindhu.
Superb. I told you she's got a big heart. I've seen it on so many occasions. Well, her mum and dad are both national volleyball players, so you can see where she gets the height from. That's it. It's 21-18. Saina Nehwal has taken the first game in this gold medal match here at the Gold Coast. And I know all of you watching will be fascinated to see Saina, who was the darling, the heroine of Indian badminton for so long before PV Sindhu came on the scene. And she has recovered a huge amount of her form here today.
Yes, it's seen a wonderful performance by Nehwal, especially in the start of the game, really directing a lot of the play and maintaining the attack when she had the opportunity, reducing the angles and possibility for Sindhu to bring out her strong angles and smash.
Well, the stadium announcer obviously having some fun, but there'll be no coaches evident because it's India versus India. So the girls will have to amuse themselves while the crowd are amusing themselves. Well, we've got a guy called Satwik Reddy, 17-year-old, who is making real waves here on the Gold Coast. I tell you what, at 17 years old, PV Sindhu made waves within the whole of the BWF by getting up into the top 20. Since then, of course, in 2012, she has made unbelievable progress. She's now at, well, always at the top, but she hasn't reached the #1 spot yet, and that's an important issue. Srikanth Kadambi on the male side has done that this week. Right, this has got now. I just feel it. PV Sindhu's game on this one. She finds ways. She's very clever. To love. It was a good service. It wasn't just. It was a poor receiving by Nehwal. It was a fabulous service. That's out, and that's a bit wild. She won't be happy with that. She developed the rally, looked as if she was in control, and then plays it out.
Yeah, it was a good point by both players, extending each other to the corners of the court. you could just see towards the end of that first game that Sindhu was getting the opportunity to open up a little more of her shot and to play her strokes a little more. But again, Nawal starting well, and I'm sure she'll be looking again to try and close down at the front court and reduce the opportunities for the attack from Sindhu.
The funny thing is, although they both belong to the Purella Gobichan Academy in Hyderabad, they don't actually play against each other that much. It's very weird, it's very strange. And in fact, there was a rumour that Saina was ducking any competition with PV at one time. But that's a great shot. She made up immediately for that shot that went long previously, 3-all.
Yeah, you can certainly see the intent from Nawal is to maintain that attack. The point before, she had set it up beautifully and drove it long. And again, on this one here, she took the opportunity to bring the ball down swiftly.
Oh, well done.
It was lovely play by Nawal because she was in a lot of trouble there. Sindhu was at the front of the court and directing play and really had her under a lot of pressure, but she controlled that backhand beautifully there and a lovely little net to set up for the kill. Some really nice rack work and control from Saina Nawal.
Yep, she's definitely frustrating PV Sindhu at the moment, who thought she'd won that point. Oh! It's out. Wow, what a rally. I tell you what, you can feel the intent there, can't you?
Yeah,
Rarely have we seen Nawal work so hard, so aggressive.
Certainly a wonderful point, and you could see both players had the opportunity to press and attack there, and they took when they did. Some great defence by both players as well to keep in the rally. There was some really nice play.
Well, for those of you who don't have any partisan involvement and support influence here, I tell you what, this is a wonderful example of great women's singles. That's out of play off the top of the tape, unlucky.
5-4.
PV Sindhu has the lead again. And again, that was wide. It's unusual for Saina. I tell you, I've watched her so many years, right back to coaching 10 years ago, and she does not start like this normally. She really is a touch player. But there she goes with a big hit cross court, and it's an absolute wrap. Unbelievable. Great work, 5-6.
Yeah, certainly a very important point there for Nawal. Just to keep in touch.
Of course, it's a more exhausting pace as well, and you have to say, does she have the fitness levels to cope with this big adrenaline power rush? They missed that one. Sindhu controlled at the front court. It is an exhausting pace, isn't it? There's no hanging off. We're not going to see big rallies here, that's for sure. It's very, very kind of the umpire to allow them a towel down, a little drink. I tell you what, she appreciates quite obviously how hard they have been working. It's really heavy, heavy stuff here in women's singles final. Gold medal match. Sindhu, P. Sindhu, the service and the lead, 7-5. Off the tape and down, 8-5.
They're settling in again. Lovely racket skills at the front court. Sindhu just starting now to dictate that play in the front court and get her touch and control. You can feel there's a little bit of change in momentum. Well, that will definitely help Nawal.
Well, okay, the topple shot looked lucky, but they do practice it day in, day out, hundreds of them at a training session. Big rally. Big point. Oh, she's missed it. It's 9-6. And maybe that could be the turning point because she's worked so hard for every rally and every point.
It certainly was a terrific rally, and really Nawal had the opportunity there to really control that point and finish it at the front court. She just let the shuttle drop below the net.
It's that one there. In fact, it was about 20 centimetres below the height of the net on the cross. Oh, nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. And I tell you what, PV Sindhu did not pick it. She thought it was going to go down the line. She was deceived. And by the time she realised, she was nowhere.
A terrific strength on the overhead by Nawal. Bringing that shuttle down so sharply. The angle was beautiful.
Well, that's a great matchup. And still, the question marks continue. Saina has played a super match so far, taken the first game, 21-18, but she's behind the second, and still anybody's gold medal. Short there for 10-7. Battle of the net won by Sindhu.
Yeah, she's certainly getting a lot more confidence around that front court. Nice little tight net roll there. Really testing Nawal around the front court now.
That's a string gone.
Certainly a nice match towards the body. It's reducing any opportunity for her to have time to control the shuttle.
I thought I heard the string go. Obviously it didn't. Just
the tip of the shuttle, I think,
maybe.
As it came through.
Yeah.
They've just changed the shuttle as well.
Yep. 8-10. Oh dear. Oh, an ironic smile there as they go to break in the second. And Saina Nawal knew that she's just got to keep this going. She's worked out a strategy, she's implementing it, and okay, she's missing the odd one or two, but she's still giving herself plenty of chances, Peter.
Yeah, she certainly is. She's constructing her points well, but you can see that Sindhu now is having a lot more confidence in her play around the front court and is taking some of those opportunities to control at the net. It's just a real question about your choice of shot when you are in attack and making sure you're in good position to be able to place that shuttle down effectively into the court.
The Malaysian flags
there. They're waiting for the next match, of course. The men's singles will be up. Srikanth Kadambi together Lee Chong-wei right after this. 11-8. PV Sindhu in the... Great work, Sindhu. 12-8. She brought her into the net, and then the explosive power did the job. Lovely cross court.
Certainly using her height and reach now to her advantage, Sindhu. Really nice play.
It's out down the line, ran around backhand, and a puff out of the cheek suggests she's just getting a little bit of frustration here. It all went perfectly well, and it was so precise and accurate in the first. Just drifting away from Saina Nehwal at the moment at 13-8 to PV Sindhu. Cut.
Yeah, certainly was a wonderful cross-court smash, and you can see there Saina Nehwal in a very comfortable position after that lift, getting right behind the shuttle, bringing it down cross-court. It's just picking the right one to hit.
Again, you can split up these games into importance and ordinary moments. This is a big moment here for Saina Nehwal. She's got to get back into the rhythm of scoring. That'll do. Into the body. You knew it was coming. 10-30.
Yeah, good pressure from Nehwal. Just maintaining that tack.
Again, it's keeping that aggression coming forward all the time she possibly can, opening up the shoulders for the big hits. Oh, lovely little section of the net.
Yeah, beautifully done by Sindhu, just held the shuttle and with lovely touch placed it into the open court.
Not too many light touches about the whole match. It's all very, very aggressive. Nice. Again, she's so clever, dropping both sides, but on that occasion added a little bit of deception as well.
And Nehwal extending to the corners of to the sides of the court, and she's using her control and touch. Good shot selection.
Indeed, but there's still a 3-point gap. 11-14. Oh, it's down to the net. Do you know what? There was a moment there I thought she should have left one of those cross-court deep. It was very close to the line, but she chose to take it, and as a result, restores the 4-point gap for PV Sindhu. This match deserves a third, doesn't it?
We'll have to wait and see. But Certainly at the moment you can just feel that Sindhu has that momentum. She's got a little bit more control and direction at front court, and that's doing some great service at the moment. When she gets the opportunity to use that smash, she uses it very, very effectively.
15-11. It's out of play again. Good aggression from Saina, just keeping the pressure on, not letting PV get too far away. Well, I know you'll be watching Lucknow. We've had a wonderful time up there in Bengaluru, in Hyderabad, Chennai, Mumbai. It's all been great fun. Even in Delhi, of course, we go up there for the Premier Badminton League. I know you'll be watching. You've given us great support with the Premier Badminton League over the years, and this over the other side of the world in the Gold Coast. India and its skills have come in for some great praise. I tell you, made an extraordinary impact on the badminton circuit and here at the Commonwealth Games. She's on a roll at the moment, I tell you. She's not giving PV Sindhu any time to think. It's all about aggression, dynamism, and I haven't associated that with Saina Nehwal before. It's a change-up. 13-15. She can always defend. She's a beautiful mover around the court. But this is something I'm really impressed with. A change in attitude. 13-15. Oh, you beauty! 14-15. That was a stunning little topple on the net.
There's certainly some lovely play there by Saina Nehwal. Just spinning that shuttle tightly to net. Made very, very difficult for the return. Held it well, nice and high to the net.
Yeah, it's out of court, and she'll be disappointed with that. She had covered, she was on, certainly on the line of the backhand. Should have kept in. 16-14. PV celebrated that one. Listen to the crowd as well, getting very heavily involved. Sindhu. Great accuracy, both girls. It's out of play. Well looked, well worked. 17-14. We haven't seen the drift, or we haven't seen that line come into play for a while.
Yeah, very important rally there for Sindhu, just to keep that slight margin. Worked very, very hard. Generated the lift, and of course the drift taking it out the back. Yeah, again, strong smash down the line. She's used that to her advantage on a number of occasions now. When that short lift comes up, it's attacking the backhand side of Nehwal. And Nehwal Newell is always looking to try and keep it low, try and keep it flat to take that sort of power away from Sindhu.
18-14. Oh, bye-bye.
Yeah, wait, a little net roll.
15-8.
Wonderful setup.
15-18. I have been impressed, Peter, with the way that Sindhu has played the net game. I mean, I know she's all about power, but really setting it up and really challenging at the net as well. Saina normally has the upper hand at the net, but it's those little rolls, those little topples, so important.
It's only important in the singles, be able to control net and be able to play that nice, confident net roll to set up your attack. So both players have to be right on when they're near the front court.
There's variety, there's variation, and there's a super big ambition here for Saina Nehwal. Back within 2, 16-18.
Yeah, she really worked hard on that point, getting a lot of shuttles back. Sindhu had really taken up the front court position and started to direct the play, but a well-earned point for Nehwal.
Oh, she's missed it.
Yeah, certainly important rally there for Sindhu just to kick that gap and get closer to the finish line in this second game. A lot of pressure.
You can hear Saina throughout the whole rally there, really putting everything into the smash. There's a lot of noise coming out of that Saina Nehwal mouth as she puts the extra bit of energy. 19-16, PV Sindhu close to leveling it up.
Good judgment.
Yeah.
Good judgment on the back of the court.
It's going to be challenged. We will have a Hawkeye intervention here, but I don't think it'll make a difference. She's a long way from seeing it.
Really close though.
Yeah, but if the line judge is calling it there, coming steeply, surely they can make it real. We're looking for out. It is out. A long way out. 17-19. Well, although she's been able to take a break because of that Hawkeye challenge, I tell you what, it may just build up Nehwal's hopes as well, because she only needs 4 points herself for the gold.
This is a vital point here. So important in the context of this second game.
Short serve. Great reaching. This is a big point developing here right now. Fantastic rally. It's precision personified here. Fantastic pressure, it's still there. Wonderful rally. And it's in, and Saina Nehwal has possibly broken the back of PV Sindhu with that brilliant rally. Wow, that's the best of women's singles this whole competition. 18 points to 19, everything resting on it. Gold medal in view of Saina Nehwal. She's back within 1. Wow, what rally.
Yeah, superb rally, and both players extending themselves to almost exhaustion on the court there, and both taking the opportunity now to have a quick towel down. It really was a wonderful point and a vital point for both players. The difference between a point between the two players and Sindhu having game points. So it was such an important rally, and in the end, Nawal coming through to draw that little bit closer.
Right, this will test the heart of PV Sindhu. We got the music from India, Bhangra music in the background. This is going to get everybody very excited. We're absolutely at the business end of this competition right here. Gold medal at stake. Saina Nawal in serve. 18-19 after taking the first. It's out of play. It's 19-all. Saina will certainly have taken a huge consolation from winning that massive rally. It's 19-all, 2 points for gold. Ooh, just a top of the tape. What a rally. The war of attrition continues. 2019, PV Sindhu has the heart of a lion. Absolutely extraordinary ability to fight back and take now game point at 2019. Wow, Peter, hey?
It's a wonderful, wonderful rally and a wonderful second game. And just the strength around the head there of Sindhu to bring that shuttle down into the open court. Wonderful, wonderful play.
And again, I repeat, some people would say India versus India. No, not going to be any competition. But I tell you what, for the badminton purists, this is absolutely one fantastic match. Well, I, for one, have been looking forward to this showdown. Number 1 seed against the number 2 seed in the competition. And it's stunning. 2019, game point, PV Sindhu. She's looking at it, it's out! It's 20-all. Huge disappointment for Sindhu. It's going to be challenged, it? No. It's going to be played on. 20-all. Yeah, of course, the 2 points is required. It won't finish at 21, 20. It's going to be 22-20 or 2-point advantage. Ooh, there's a stumble there. PV recovered. It's out of play. Saina Nawal has gold medal point. Well, there you can see PV's mother in the crowd, PV Sindhu's mother in the crowd, and she will be certainly disappointed with this situation. PV Sindhu spent most of the game in the lead, and I thought there's going to be no problem her actually leveling it up. But wow, what spirit, what fighty spirit from Saina Nawal. They are exhausted, Peter. It's extraordinary.
Yeah, it's a wonderful match and wonderful second game, and a sign of two true champions just battling it out here for gold. And a real opportunity here now for Saina Nawal with match point.
Well, some people doubted Saina Nawal could ever come back to her very best. Not many people thought that she could put on a show like this in a huge theatre. They're playing like gladiators. And there's a lot of blood on the court at the moment. I tell you, it is fantastic match. 21-20. Saina Nehwal, gold medal point. Not yet. Oh, he's got something to say. There's a lot of VIPs in the crowd from India as well. They know that India have made a big mark in the Commonwealth Games in badminton. Oh, it's got to be, it is, it's the second gold medal point for Saina Nehwal. And you have to give these girls enormous credit. They are putting their lives on the line, their reputation on the line, their country's reputation on the line, and they're coming up with gold, both of them, to be quite honest. It's been superb.
Yeah, sensational rally here, and Saina Nehwal just continuing that sustained attack. And in the end, coming through to have another match point.
Well, all the Aussies here are open mouthed with adulation for both of them. They are loving this. 22-21, gold medal, Saina Nehwal, gold medal point. That's it! Saina Nehwal, for the second time in her career, has become Commonwealth gold medalist. Unbelievable, fantastic performance from the girl from Hyderabad, and I have to say PV Sindhu will be disappointed. But everyone here inside the Kanara Stadium is delighted with what they've just witnessed. It has been a magnificent battle of wills, of talent, and now the huge smile of triumph is Saina Nehwal's. Look at the India crowd. I don't care who they were supporting. They know who wants a racket. I do. Thank you. Thank you. You have to say, Dhanyavad, Dhanyavad, India. Dhanyavad. And congratulations to Saina Nehwal. Brilliant. Oh, that really was something special, and you can actually feel how important that was for Saina. She has been doubted, she's been challenged over years of adulation. Suddenly she's off the top of the tree a little bit, but now she's very much back where she thinks that she belongs, and has just proven that point. Magnificent match. And you've got to hand it to PV Sindhu, because she was also wonderful in defeat. She smiles as she leaves the stadium here. 21-18, 23-21. What a match. Well, I know all my friends in India will be delighted with that, for lots of reasons. 58 minutes and only 2 games. That just shows how competitive it was. 64 shots, glorious shots for the longest rally. And I have to say, they almost ran themselves to the ground. Let's have a look at those wonderful highlights.